Well, obviously, many of our research partners are including SeismoFit and VO2 max estimations in other studies that they are doing, whether that is healthy aging or cancer studies or dietary studies. Now they have the opportunity to include it. What is very clear is that VO2 max is a very good initial indicator or biomarker that should be used to a higher. It has a potential to be used in a more preventive case than it has been in the past, because now first of all it's available. But if you have a person and you test, just say, the entire population, right? Then you can do a stratification based on where they are with VO2 max. And all of the ones in the higher echelons of VO2 max, they should just be encouraged to continue, because obviously the way they lead their lives, the choices they make on a daily basis are obviously good, because their VO2 max is good. Their body is sufficiently oxygenized with the blood that is put in circulation by the heart. And then that gives us just for namesake, the bottom half, which can be stratified into different groups. We can focus on those with preventive measures, or also providing additional tests. Because very often, this is also what our chief cardiologist says here at Ventroject. He's like, there is no reason to test for high cholesterol if a person has a high VO2 max, because the likelihood of a person with a high VO2 max also having a high cholesterol is very small. So we have the opportunity through stratification with SeismoFit to actually decrease the number of tests being done, and thereby saving a lot of tests, saving resources to then from the needless tests to investing in those in the lower parts, and thereby redistributing some of the resources in our healthcare systems is becoming an option now, since VO2 max has now become so accessible.
Yeah, I think the solution is great because, to your point, it helps. Episodic measurements help in identifying what interventions could take place, and that's been historic, right? You go into a doctor, they take your blood pressure, they take all these metrics, and then if you have a risk during that one measurement, they want to see trends over a period of time. So that's why you want to measure something as effective as VO2, because, like we said, it's associated to mortality, but it also can help identify other comorbidities. But as a practitioner, I know that I could impact VO2 max in a couple of ways. I can make the athlete or the individual just lose a couple of pounds, and I just improve their efficiency. Their VO2 max number should increase. The other method is implementing a training or conditioning program. I know I had the opportunity of working with CERD, the group over in Europe, where they did the largest longitudinal study to date, the Hunt study, and they've looked at VO2 max and how to impact it.